This is the Drew and Me podcast with Japheth Mitchell.
Yay, yay.
So today we are continuing our previous episode of favorite cartoons. We are going to talk about our top two favorite cartoons each. We started a top five list the last time, and we're going to talk about our absolute favorites this time. So, for you, Beth, what is your second favorite cartoon?
Oh, okay. I can't remember the ones I actually talked about last time. So, with that being said, some are coming to my mind. And top two, let's go with oh, I really used to watch Hey Arnold a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So I know you had a thing with Nickelodeon, but yeah, Hey Arnold was pretty good. Let's see, everybody knows about the football hat and Helga and his best friend, and yeah, basically kids going around playing games and doing stuff. Um, all right, now I vaguely remember the ones that I said. So yeah, Hey Arnold would be pretty good, and I'll put that one right with like as told by Ginger, and then Rugrats All Grown Up. Used to watch those too, but that's like a little bit older. Getting on to the first one because like there's a lot of cartoons like I used to watch, and some of them are more of me growing up. So like the younger shows like Zaboomafoo and Dragon Tales and the Magic School Bus, that era, and then basically skip it on to me around almost getting close to a teenager before I stopped watching like the cartoons, right before I got into anime. So yeah, I think Hey Arnold would be pretty good. I would say he's like top two, but continuing on, if we only have five, I'd put him in there.
Yeah, Hey Arnold, it probably didn't make my list, but close because it's so fun to watch. I love to see the hand-drawn animation and the characters are so good and so for favorite Hey Arnold episodes would when like there's like a special thing or like there's a phenomenon and Hey Arnold tries to explain it. Like there was an episode where there was extreme heat. There was an episode that there's extreme cold.
Hmm.
There was an episode where his favorite baseball player he retires. So
Hmm.
there's like a special theme to each episode, and it just does such a good time with the storytelling, and then like the music is really good. There's you, you like you hear the saxophone playing and stuff like that, and it's very slow and kind of vibey, and you feel like you're really there. So in terms of shows that really get you involved in the show, I feel Hey Ar like Hey Arnold did a really good job of that, and I felt you know you, you could really get involved with the characters. So the voice of Harold, who I forget his last name, but his first name's Justin. He has a podcast called established in the 90s, and he looks at all of the cool things that happened in the 90s. So Yeah, it's a great podcast.
Okay,
You should check that one out too.
I just might.
Okay.
All
Um,
right. So what about you?
so
Going at yours?
oh yeah, let's see. You know, I was thinking about this and I was thinking about like what I want my number one and number two to be. Number two would actually be a show I got into more recently. It's on Cartoon Network. It's Steven Universe.
Okay.
Um, like it just like I love the animation style and the characters, and it has like just it's so positive. Like just the energy about it is so positive, and it's like each episode, like the characters kind of go on an adventure, and then you see how they react. And there's like the strict character that's like Garnet. There's the rules character, which is Pearl, and then there's the character that always breaks the rules, which is Methest.
Mhm.
And then there's Steven.
Mhm.
And Steven's just like the kid who hangs out with them. So yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so like I feel like it's really fun just to watch them all. And there's not really a bad episode in the bunch. Like if you like the characters and you kind of get what the show's going for, like I kind of feel like the whole show is kind of like a whole treat to watch. And yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Of course, of course. Like that made me think we should have just did like the kid version cartoons and then the closer to adult version cartoons because while you were saying that I was thinking of a bunch of different ones like the Venture Brothers, Futurama, and Family Guy. See, those are like technically
Oh,
cartoons too, but those are great. But I didn't watch those until I was almost like, a little bit older. I want to say like almost like getting to high school and stuff like that. So like I used to watch those times as well, and those was good. But for I guess for my number one is really gonna be three that I used to watch, and they would be Jimmy Neutron, Fairly Odd Parents, and Danny Phantom, probably in that order. uh, because I can barely remember like Jimmy Neutron or not. But like I know like he's the genius kid and he always used to come up with different inventions and they would go to space and they would do all kinds of different crazy stuff. So I used to love that. And then my little brothers was watching it too. But Fairly Odd Parents was like Timmy Turner and like what happened was he got these two goldfish and they're like Fairly Odd Parents. So they would like grant his wishes and then somehow it was almost like a genie with the wishes. Something would always mess up. So it was like with him getting the wish and like how they fixed the problem that he got by his wishes. That was also a very good show. Like really, I feel like though that one and Danny Phantom would probably still be my number one and two overall for the kids stuff because those was great. But Danny Phantom was so freaking dope to me. And like I've seen a car with like a Danny Phantom on it, and I'm like, bro knows what he's talking about. So Danny was like, I think he was almost in middle school or starting high school, and then his family was actually ghost catchers or ghost people, where they would always go after ghosts and they would beat them up. But something happens and like he ends up getting ghostly powers and they go all the way up till he's in high school and there's like a future episode where it shows like years later and I think that was pretty dope. He was like dating a black girl or some shit like that and she was also like a ghost hunter or fighter or whatever. But that show was so dope because he would always find different like ghosts to be fighting, but then he would also get powers. So I remember when he started getting like newer powers, like before he grew up and got like all of the dope powers, like that was so cool watching him like grow up and he was growing up with us. And it would show you some, some things that people want to talk about, but like overall, it was so good because it was like he had his family, but the powers and stuff like that, and chasing after a different ghost. I think that was so dope. Like it was a good concept, especially being that young. Like I kind of love watching that one.
Yeah, cool. Let's see. I watched a little bit of Jimmy Neutron since, like, I'd say I got cable in like 2002.
Yeah,
So, like, kind of after that, I could watch the Nickelodeon stuff. I didn't watch or Danny Phantom at all. I'd say I probably watched a little bit of or Chalk Zone. Yeah.
Shock Zone
Okay.
was pretty good. Shock Zone was pretty good. Like being that young and watching that show. I believe like some of those shows were advanced, if I could
Hmm.
say, because like now I feel like the kids shows that they watch, like they're learning things that kids should be learning, but our cartoons were basically showing us like adult things, like for kids though, but making it so you can like understand more of the world and stuff that happens in the world. Then what does one plus one mean? Two, ha ha ha. Like not like the Sesame Street, but like we did have shows that taught us things like educational wise. Like I remember it was whenever you said Chalk Zone, it made me think of something, but right now I cannot think of it. But it was like on HBO, and it was like a bunch of different shows, and they would have like fairy tales and like a mix of fairy tales like with a cartoon, and then they would have like the educational stuff. They would have like a whole science thing for like you to do experiments, but they would also have like stuff that you can learn and do that. I used to watch that. Like I forget what that show was called. If anybody can remember it, just put it in the comments for us. But it was like I think it was like on HBO, and it was like it wasn't like a Nickelodeon type, or it was like just cartoons, but it was like a whole like concept like Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network stuff like that. But it was
Hmm.
like for kids, but it was like different, had like a lot of different stuff in it.
Hmm. Yeah, um like I feel like there were some good learning
I
shows
actually might Google it now.
on like on like or PBS. Like there was like uh, there
Reading
was like a
Rainbow.
or, there was like Bill Night of Science Guy, which was really good.
Bill Nye, yeah, was amazing. But he wasn't a cartoon, or I would have put him up there.
No, no. Okay.
Crashbox.
Hmm?
Yeah. It was Crashbox. I just thought of it.
Oh, okay.
Crashbox. The show, it was like the channel was called like Crashbox. And they used to have a bunch of different stuff on it. That's what it was called, I'm pretty sure.
Hmm. Yeah, I got you. Um,
I'm thinking of it.
say like for me, for like top show, would probably be yeah, yeah, I really like the show uh Recess.
Oh yeah, Recess is dope. Yeah, you made me think of was it Phil or something like that? Uh dang. It was sort of kind of like Recess, but it was like the kid was like a hall monitor or something like that.
Oh, are you thinking of Elmore? So
Yeah,
there was
Fillmore, yeah, that's what it
yeah,
was. Yeah.
yeah. So there was Fillmore, which that was only on a couple of years, but like yeah, I thought it was really yeah, like the kid's a home monitor, but it's like he's a cop. So so like there's like really like pretty egregious things that happen in the school, and he's in charge of like cleaning up the crime in the hallways. So
Yeah, yeah. But Recess was so dope too. Like I remember they always used to have like different situations going on. And I'm like, how do you just do all of this during recess? And it was like they would have come up with like the craziest things, with the bullies and stuff like that.
yeah.
Also another one, because I know I talk about Nickelodeon a lot, but was Codename Kids Next Door.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
That was for Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
That show was pretty good too.
Yeah. Yeah, like comparing that one like if we're thinking about if we're thinking about Recess and Hey Arnold, I'd say there was probably a lot of like similarities between Codename Kids Next Door and Recess and Hey Arnold because like
Hmm.
on Hey Arnold, he usually had to solve problems. So there was usually a problem and he had to solve it. It was either a problem
Yeah,
that it was either a crisis he was having or it was like a person that was li- living in his house had an issue, so he had to
yeah,
solve it. And like with Codename Kids Next Door, that was like they're kind of like a kids detective agency,
yeah,
and they have to solve all these problems. Yeah, they're usually like really large stuff. It's usually like stuff that like could like uh, could like take over the world or something like that. So yeah,
yeah.
okay.
But yeah, that was like a different like time because I feel like all that stuff was like before like SpongeBob or whatever. The
Hmm.
shows like I was watching, but then like after that, it was like another great show, or two actually. Kim Possible was a really good show. I used to watch all
Yeah.
the time, and that was on Disney. And then Phineas and Ferb, that show right there was like top tier, like kid show. Like I used to like that. Harry the Platypus, and then like so they would always have problems that would arise and stuff like that. Especially like with Kim Possible too, Danny Phantom. Like those shows was a different type of cartoon than like uh what the Mickey Mouse Playhouse and like Paw Patrol.
Oh, okay.
To
Yeah.
kind of different. There's
Yeah.
a difference in the cartoon.
No.
Like ours were like I feel like a little bit more advanced, but now it's like the cartoons now is like kind of different.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Like you have the Paw Patrol, which is really popular. Like people love Paw Patrol, and then there's uh people really like or Peppa Pig.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that one too. Yeah.
there was like
Um.
they had shows like that though too. We had shows like that though too, but it's just different.
Yeah. Mm.
But I remember shows that weren't like technically cartoons I used to watch like as a kid, like Out of the Box or
Yeah, I know that one.
let's see, Out of the Box, yeah, Out of the Box, and then Bear in the Big Blue House,
I know that one.
yeah. So like out of the box was pretty cool because it was like it wasn't like a cartoon, but it was like two people, and then they would do like a bunch of different stuff with kids, like experiments, and like they would be outside and doing like outdoorsy stuff and stuff like that. But those were like decent shows for kids too, that weren't technically cartoons.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. I remember on Nickelodeon there was a very early Nickelodeon show called Kablam, and I feel like Kablam was like there would be kind of like short sketches, and think that it, I think they were technically cartoons. So,
Mhm.
or like half of it was cartoon, or half of it was live action, and it would kind of like blend the two together.
Yeah, yeah, there was a lot of shows like that though, for like us and stuff like that. So I thought that was dope. And like the Cashbox thing I was talking about, and then there was like a happily ever after, but it was like maybe an hour or two of different shows that came like back to back to back, and then it would be like adult movies like after that and stuff like that. But like for like a couple hours, it was like this whole kids thing, basically like a little mini Nickelodeon, but with different stuff. So like yeah, that was pretty good. So
Nice, nice.
last time I remember we got kicked off before we can actually finish everything. So do you want to go ahead and do the script?
Script? Yeah, I think that sounds
Mhm.
good. So, for the last episode, we read a few pages of the television show. We read Gargoyles. So we did episode one of Gargoyles, but today we're gonna pick up where we left off with Princess Bride. Let's see.
Okay,
Just gonna pull it up on my phone, and let's see. We're at exterior ship night. Um, you'll pick it up from Bezzini.
okay. Hopefully you guys are ready for this. Let's go. All right. We will reach the cliffs by dawn. Why are you doing that?
And Inigo is looking at the dread pirate Robert's ship behind their own. Are you sure nobody's following us?
That would be inconceivable. Stop doing that. We can all relax. It's almost over.
You're really sure no one is following us?
As I told you, it would be absolutely, totally, and all otherwise inconceivable. No one in Gilder knows what we've done, and no one in Florin could have gotten here so fast. Out of curiosity, why do you ask?
No reason. Suddenly, I just happened to look behind us and something is there.
What? Probably some local fishermen out for a pleasure cruise at night. Of course, that is in ill infested waters. What? What? Go in. Go after her, you. You fools.
Yeah, I don't swim. Yeah, only doggy paddle.
You want something done right. You have to do it yourself. Now, Inigo, get in the water.
Zini, I'm begging you. Yeah, I don't swim.
I'm begging you to get in. Tread water and capture the princess.
Yeah, I can't.
The Florian coin really doesn't go far these days. Veer left, 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 I say. Do you know what that sound is? Those are moaning ills. If you don't believe me, just wait. They always grow louder when they're about to feed on human flesh. If you swim back now, I promise no harm will come to you. I doubt you'll get an offer from the ill.
She doesn't get eaten by the eels right now. The eel doesn't get her. I'm letting everyone know because some of you could be nervous.
Put her down. Just put her down.
Yeah, I think he's getting closer.
He's no concern of ours. Sell on. I suppose you think you're brave, don't you?
Well, compared to you, definitely.
Ha! She's right.
Look, he's right on top of us. Yeah, I wonder if he's using the same wind we are using.
Whoever he is, he's too late. See? The cliffs of insanity. Hurry up, move the thing. We're safe. Only physique is strong enough to go up all the way. He'll have to sail around for hours until he finds the harbor.
He's climbing the rope and he's gaining on us.
Inconceivable. Faster, more speed, physique, my mighty steed.
What is our steed? A horse. It's your one.
A horse, you giant slut. Slidesdale.
Yeah, I really can't go any faster, Vizzini.
What you're supposed to do to this Colossus. You were a great legendary thing, and now, and yeet, he gains.
He gains.
Quiet you.
Vizzini, I'm carrying three people, including the princess.
Put in that before people.
No, it's three people.
Bah, whatever amount it is, it doesn't matter. For Zeke, let's go. I'm going to grow taller by the time we reach the top.
Doesn't make any sense.
Bah, he didn't fall. Inconceivable.
You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Whoever he is, He obviously has seen us with the princess and should therefore be sent to the ocean.
Is he going to live in the ocean?
Yes, he's going to live in the ocean.
Can I do with him when he gets up here?
He's going to live in the ocean. There will be no time to duel.
I disagree.
Inconceivable.
Again, that word.
Zeke and Buttercup, right away.
Hello there. Slow going?
Yes, very. I don't mean to be rude, but this is very hard, so I appreciate if you didn't distract me.
S-
Thank you.
Sorry. Yeah, I don't suppose you could speed things up a little. See, Vizzini was in an awful hurry, and I have to catch up to him.
I see you're in a great hurry. I'm going at my own pace. Can you let me get to the top, please?
What they say, slow and steady loses in good taste.
What does that even mean?
It means, hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father.
Whoa! I only have 5 fingers.
The Inigo's dad was killed by a guy with 6 fingers. So whenever Inigo meets someone, he asks them if they have 6 fingers. If they say yes, he would go, hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Hey,
Hey,
narrator, that's my
narrator, that's my line. As you wish.
inconceivable. Thought I'd join the party. Okay, toss me the rope.
Done.
Let's duel.
Wait, do you have 6 fingers?